Hey, everybody, and welcome to a very special Lords of the Night. With me, as always, is your Lord of Punishment. Say hello.
Hello.
Your Lord of Pennies. Say hi.
Eh.
And I forget what I call Weebo, but there's your gorgeous Lord of Weebs. Say hello.
Hi.
And I am your Lord of Pain. And this is a special short edition of the show. Because I laid down and I fell asleep and I overslept my alarm. Oops. How are you guys this evening?
Well, I just want to say that given what happened last night with Satsu, given what happened tonight with you, I believe I am now officially the most woke Lords of the Night.
You are indeed. He's the Lord of being awake.
What happened last night?
Satsu fell asleep on air.
I did that a few days ago.
And he snored a little bit.
Oh, man.
Just a little. It was so cute. It was just a...
Aww.
I'd like passed out from like heat exhaustion, dude. I was like sitting in here burning up and I was already tired because me and Squishy walked to the movie theater and came back and I just like drifted. It was bad.
Oof. At least you didn't drop your laptop because you fell asleep midstream. I did that last Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty to talk about, but we gotta get on with shit because I threw off our timing. Do we have newses?
Well, we can't forget Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, movies. Hit that like button if you have not already, and share our stuff. And as far as news, not a whole lot happened today. I'll go over the things that jumped out at me real quick. So first and foremost, Comcast has bid $65 billion for most of Fox's assets.
Cool.
That is higher than the $52 billion that Disney already reached an agreement with Fox for earlier in this past December. So what that means to the rest of us that actually give a shit about this is that the fate of X-Men and Fantastic Four are in the balance.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least them joining the MCU is in the balance, I should say.
I'm sure Disney will just come back with a bigger offer.
It's entirely possible. But then you get a bidding war and all that fun stuff. So we don't know who has won this. What's all that? Who's making all the noise?
It's Weebo.
Well, I assume it's Weebo, because she's female, but I just wanted to give it the possibility it was Satsu. I'm an equal opportunity complainer.
I'm trying not to make noise.
It sounds like you're jacking off your mic.
It does.
I'm not touching it.
Are you touching the desk it's sitting on?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, vibration.
God damn. Okay, sorry. I'll stop touching the desk.
Let's see.
Jacking off the mic.
So yeah, there hasn't been decided yet which one they're going to go for. Disney has 5 days to come up with a counteroffer. If Fox decides that Comcast has the better deal overall. So that'll happen in the next several days, we're thinking. So we'll see. Secondly, we have an update to a story we did last night about the name of Macedonia.
Oh, yes.
So for those of you that don't know, there has been apparently some kind of crazy international tensions between the country of Macedonia, which split off from Yugoslavia back in '91, and Greece, because Greece has a region called Macedonia, and apparently having a country named Macedonia is causing Greece all sorts of grief. Yes. And so they had come to an agreement to have Macedonia change its name to the Northern Republic of Macedonia. Well, if you're planning to travel to Macedonia to see its beautiful scenic and historic destinations, it might be good to check the exact name of the country before. Wait, this is the same thing they wrote last night. So what is the plan? Oh, there we go. On Wednesday, the president of Macedonia, George Ivanov, threw cold water on plan. Cold water on plan. Okay, maybe plans or on the plan. Try that again, CNN. To change the nation's name to the Republic of Northern Macedonia. Quote, European Union and NATO membership cannot be an excuse to sign such a bad agreement, which has unforeseeable damaging consequences for state and national interests of the Republic of Macedonia, he said in a video from the Reuters news agency. My position is final, and I will not yield to any pressure, blackmail, or threats. I will not support or sign such a damaging agreement. Zoran Zaev, the Prime Minister of Macedonia, and Alexis Tsipras, the Prime Minister of Greece, had announced a surprise agreement to the new name. The move was to be a bridge in resolving long-standing tensions between Macedonia and its neighbor to the south. The issue was supposed to be coming up for a vote with the Macedonian people in referendum later this year. And then they kind of repeat most of the story from last night, even though a lot of it's now been invalidated. So I'm not sure what happens now, except that I guess the tensions continue for another 20 years or something.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So yeah.
That's where Weibo was recently.
Indeed.
I was in Greece, not Macedonia.
Well, they're the ones whining.
I assume this is somehow Weibo's fault.
I didn't
You guys hear that in my
I-
background?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything. Absolutely nothing.
How Greek did you go?
I have some really good stories.
Oh my, she's snorting.
Wow. Okay, hold on to those.
I
my
didn't
little
do anything
snorter.
sexual though.
No, really?
Weebonitis was still in the States. He didn't come with me.
Aw.
Oh.
Next time we'll go to Greece and then we'll
Did
go.
you guys say yes to the noise in my background, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we heard of the thumbing or the thrumming or whatever.
Oh, okay. Is it annoying? Because
It's okay now.
okay, because somebody's playing music like really loud in this building, and I want to chuck a grenade in their window, but
Do it.
I'm a modeled citizen.
Well, speaking of internet violence, 2 gamers have pled not guilty in Kansas swatting death.
Oh.
2 online gamers whose dispute over a $1.50 Call of Duty World War II video game bet allegedly led police to fatally shoot a Kansas man pleaded not guilty Wednesday to charges in a swatting case that drew national attention. Casey Viner, 18, of North College Hill, Ohio, and Shane Gaskill, 19, of Wichita, are charged with conspiracy to obstruct justice, wire fraud, and other counts. Viner allegedly became upset at Gaskill while playing the popular online game. Authorities say he then asked 25-year-old Tyler Barris of Los Angeles to swat Gaskill at an address that Gaskill had previously provided him. Swatting is a form of retaliation sometimes used by gamers who call police to make a false report to send first responders to an online opponent's address.
Is it? It's not just gamers that do that. I thought it was trolls that did it pretty much.
Yeah, it's done to all sorts of people by online people. So, like, hey, it happened to Mundane Matt. Because of him being a commentator or something.
Didn't it happen to celebrities too?
Oh, yeah. Sure. It's happened to who was it? I think it was Jennifer Aniston or something. Someone in that orbit.
David Hogg.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that too. Barris is accused of calling Wichita police from Los Angeles on December 28th to report a shooting and kidnapping at a Wichita address. Authorities say Barris researched the address Viner had given him for Gaskill and verified it was a home. When Gaskill noticed Barris was following him on Twitter, he began communicating with Barris through direct messages in which he also gave him that same old address and dared him to swat him. Please try some shit. I'll be waiting, Gaskill wrote in the direct messages cited in the indictment. A police officer responding to the call fatally shot the new resident, Andrew Finch, 28, after he opened the door. Defense attorneys for Viner and Barris declined to comment, and the attorney for Gaskill did not immediately respond to an email. Let's see, what are they facing exactly if they're convicted? Does it say? No, I guess it all depends. So yeah. Anyway,
just imagine that from the cop's perspective. It's like you're on this job, and obviously you're hoping you never have to kill anybody, but you know you will at some point. And then this happens, and you find out that it's over some bullshit. And it's just, geez, fucking suck.
Okay, are you thumping something too, Satsu?
No, that's Weibo.
I'm not. I swear, I'm not doing.
It's her restless leg syndrome. She's tapping the desk with her knee underneath.
I swear, I haven't moved. It's not me.
Okay, I'm going to sit back from my desk and hold my hands up. So I'm not doing nothing. Everybody else do that for a second.
I'm not even moving.
Okay, that you know what that is? That's the bass from Satsu's Neighbors.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. That is the bass from Satsu's Neighbors. Yep, that's what it is.
Suck it. It's not me.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. I apologize. It took me a second. But I was thinking, nope. That's too rhythmical.
Baby.
That's bass.
I thought Blame Weibo was done when I got back to the States.
I love you.
I love you too, monkey.
Love you, monkey.
Monkey has a Fortnite addiction.
Is it worth it?
What,
Her-
Fortnite? It's
Her and my
fun,
son have
but
been playing all day.
I've never played it before in my life.
it's fun. But it's only fun when you're playing with other people. To me, it's only fun when you're playing with other people.
So I'm done with the news. So we can get into a few minutes of MSS if you want.
Becky.
I had news. Where'd it go?
Oh, there you go. All right.
He said that
yes.
so, you know,
I deferred to the
in a
monkey.
way.
Well, I this morning I was on Twitter and holy fuck, man. Some of the shit that I was reading and seeing was making me nuts. But this one's an actual story and it made me laugh, which is probably wrong. Jamie Foxx accused of slapping a woman with his penis in 2002.
Oh my
I saw
god.
that. That's right.
A woman is coming forward to accuse Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx of allegedly slapping her in the face with his penis when she refused to perform oral sex. According to TMZ, the unidentified woman said the alleged incident occurred in 2002 during a party at Fox's Las Vegas residence. The woman told law enforcement she and a friend went together, and when she denied Fox's request, one of his friends told her she had to leave. The woman allegedly went to the hospital the next day to be treated for an acute panic attack.
Oh, okay.
An acute panic. It
He
wasn't even an
slapped her
obtuse.
so hard with his dick, she had a panic attack the next day.
So wait a minute.
Wait, no, it was an acute panic attack,
An
not
acute.
an obtuse panic
Yes.
attack. Just so we're clear.
So did he? When she said no, did he like pull down his pants, do a cartwheel, and slap her with his dick? Like
Yeah,
mid
see, that's
cartwheel
the
and
part-
stuff? Like
Does
They
it
don't
have
make
to
that
be like
clear.
a dick level for that to happen?
yeah, like what the fuck?
They don't make clear how he got his dick close enough to her face to do that. Maybe she was like sitting on the couch and he was above her.
Hey, somebody said, "You sure that wasn't Weebo?"
But
Maybe Fox and I are from the same Native American tribe. It is
No. What happened was
called
Weebo's
tribe.
dick is so long it went back in time and slapped that lady in the face.
No, we're from the same Native American tribe. It's called Tribe Dixlapaho.
Oh.
for the record, Fox has denied the charges.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Imagine that.
no, those would be worth it.
So
That's all I had to share. That having a panic attack the next day, really?
And coming forward 16 years after the fact.
mhm.
I don't believe a
Slapped her into
fucking
a
word she
coma.
says.
For 16 years.
Man, that dick slap fucked her all kinds of up. But anyway, yeah, that's all I had. So yeah, we can move on to hashtag MSS News. Guys, if there's a story you'd like us to read on the air, please hit us up at the hashtag MSS News over on the Twitter machine. Can't get to all of them, but we do our best, and we thank you for all of your submissions. Subscribe.
Thank you, Monkey. This one comes from an American Celt. Netflix film crews, quote, banned from looking at each other for longer than 5 seconds in hashtag #MeToo crackdown.
Wait. What kind of 5 seconds are we talking about? Like 1 Mississippi or like
I
1, 2, 3,
don't
4,
know.
5?
It's based on an old rule of if you stare at somebody for more than 5 seconds, it's harassment.
Netflix has introduced new anti-harassment training in the wake of the hashtag #MeToo movement that rocked Hollywood and seriously disrupted production on its House of Cards show. New rules imposed on set reportedly include no looking at anyone for longer than 5 seconds, no lingering hugs, no flirting, and no asking for a colleague's phone number.
Then what the fuck is the point of working?
Money.
Working.
Quote, everyone was spoken to about hashtag #MeToo, an on-set runner currently working on the new season of Black Mirror told The Sun. Senior staff went to harassment meeting went to a harassment meeting, to learn what is and isn't appropriate. Looking at anyone longer than 5 seconds is considered creepy. You mustn't ask for someone's number unless they have given permission for it to be distributed. And if you see any unwanted behavior, report it immediately. It has sparked jokes, they added, with people looking at each other, counting to 5, then diverting their eyes.
Yep, that sounds right.
Netflix declined to confirm or deny the report, but told The Independent in a statement, quote, "We're proud of the anti-harassment training we offer to our productions. We want every Netflix production to be a safe and respectful working environment. We believe the resources we offer empower people on our sets to speak up and shouldn't be trivialized."
Now, I have a question. If you're talking with somebody about whatever, isn't it polite to maintain eye contact with that person?
No, stare at their tits. Stare at their tits. That's what you do.
Oh my God.
Real quick, thank you, Johnny Hellcat. If we have cops that are GMOs, are SJWs socially modified organisms? They do realize that hashtag Me Too is not about looking at people, right?
No, it's about looking at their tits.
Now it is.
Guys are in a fucked up position now because if you don't look a woman in the eye, it's disrespectful. If you do, it's harassment.
But here's the thing. Because, like, the staple of being a creepy bastard is not looking someone in the eye because, for whatever reason, like, the two creepiest things that a person can do to tell the world that they're a creep is walk without, like, moving their hands back and forth and not look someone in the eye. I don't know why, but that's, like, behaviorally, that's what people do when they're being creepy.
Thank you, Gregory Hurst. Dick Slapped by Fox, a.k.a. saw Amazing Spider-Man 2. Well played. And thank you, ex-Bubba Hotep. Sorry this would have come sooner, but, well, you know. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Boy.
You think Jamie Foxx looked that girl in the eye when he slapped her with his dick?
Yeah,
I don't know.
With his one-eyed Willie.
No, that would have been harassment.
The set of these movies are basically like preschool classrooms now.
You can't hold each other's hands. No looking each other in the eye directly.
Yeah, the problem's not looking at
Ask
each
for
other.
the bathroom.
It's using your dick inappropriately.
Use the
Or
bathroom pass.
vagina.
Okay.
No,
okay.
Satsu, no.
You can only eat when designated.
The women's don't get in trouble for it.
Oh yeah.
We're counting with goldfish now.
They can smear that taco all over you, and that's not harassment.
Here's a juice box.
Okay, this next one comes from Ms. Slim 1. I heard about this today at work, actually. I knew something like this was oncoming. I didn't know it was this soon. Proposal to split California into 3 states will be on the November ballot.
Not happening.
You know, they were so lazy with the names they chose.
They were. A proposal to divide California into 3 states will be on the ballot in November. Backers of Cal 3 said last month they collected and delivered 600,000 signatures to California Secretary of State Alex Padilla's office, surpassing the 365,000 required by law to qualify. Cal 3 is led by venture capitalist Tim Draper. The proposal calls for 3 states to be formed: Northern California, roughly the Bay Area to the Oregon border; California, which would include 6 coastal counties, including Los Angeles, Monterey, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, San Benito, and Ventura; and Southern California, which would go from Fresno to San Diego, excluding those 6 coastal counties.
Those names are so gay.
Yeah, you'd think they'd come up with something a bit more unique if they're going to do it at all. If the measure passes, the California legislature and U.S. Congress would still have to approve it. Article 4 of the U.S. Constitution discusses the process for admitting new states to the federal union. Specifically, Section 3 of Article 4 says if Congress approves as a measure to create a new state, the measure would be presented to the president for approval or veto. In the event of a veto, the measure may be approved over the president's objections with a 2/3 vote of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives. And with all these hoops in place, there's no fucking way it's going to happen.
There's literally no way. Like, it's not going to happen.
Symbolic vote oncoming. There you go.
I like what Random American said. Bitchland, Holland, and northern Mexico.
I don't know. Aren't there a lot of politicians that are going to be willing to give up their jobs for this shit to actually happen? Like, because they're gonna go from what is it? The doesn't every state have two? What is it?
Two
Senate?
senators.
Yeah, two senators. They're going to go from like 2 to 6. All the people who are in place that currently represent California right now, they're going to have to like be reassigned or like it's this clusterfuck.
They don't go from 2 to 6. It's just that each one gets 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and then the electoral college numbers change, and then all the imagine splitting up the court system of California into 3 different governments.
Yeah.
All the things you'd have to do, all the new administrative levels you'd have to create. Yeah, this isn't going to happen.
It's too much shit, man. It's going to be clusterfuck.
Would they have to draft their own constitutions?
No.
You think?
No,
Their own
just
state constitutions.
Yeah, their own state constitutions.
Yeah, state constitutions, yes, but they would be part of just the United States.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm aware.
Okay, just making sure. Let's see. I'm going to avoid that. That story's really gross. I don't want to read that story.
Oh, gross? I like gross.
We can skip gross for tonight.
Yeah, let's skip gross for tonight. Well, maybe later. But anyway, something that's not gross. Or wait, no, it is. This comes from Massive Dynamics in relation to the Netflix story. And you have a super chat.
Thank you. Nope. Let California split into 3 states, but make them fight club for the single U.S. state slot. They'd never break up. California has too much electoral power at the moment.
Yeah, their individual economies could not support that anyway. So apparently, Kevin Spacey is to appear in his first film since the sexual assault claims.
Ooh.
He's coming out of hiding. Kevin Spacey will appear in his first big screen production since allegations of sexual assault were made against him last year. The Oscar winner was one of the first stars to be accused of sexual misconduct in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal. Yes, but what is he going to appear in? The former artistic director of The Old Vic was also investigated by the Metropolitan Police over 3 allegations of sexual conduct in London. Is in his big screen comeback in The Billionaire Boys Club, Spacey will play the role of Ron Levin, a real-life con artist. The Billionaires Boys Club. Now, there was a TV movie of this. Sorry, what?
Didn't they already make a movie about that?
Well, yeah, there was a movie. So Judd Nelson played the part of what was the guy's name? It was Michael. Anyway, this is a true story of some guys that basically built up a Ponzi scheme, a big scam investment firm they called the Billionaire Boys Club back in the 80s. And they ended up murdering a guy, and they ended up killing 2 people and doing a whole bunch of crazy financial fraud and stuff. And somebody's ripping their motorcycle outside. And it's a really interesting story on a true crime level. And the TV movie, actually, I have a copy of it on DVD. It still holds up pretty well today. But why remake it? Why not, I guess? But still, Kevin Spacey, yeah.
I have an update to a story we talked about the other day, and it's not a good one. Oh, stop it! Shut up. Mexican politician shot dead while taking selfie with fan.
Oh, not another one!
Right.
Mexican politician who pledged to defy organized crime was shot dead as he posed for a picture with an admirer, according to reports and video. Yeah, he is the 113th killed this year.
What was his name?
His name is Fernando Piron.
That's the same guy we talked about the other day.
Oh, then why are they saying he's 113?
Well, because there had been 112 prior to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. False alarm.
Never mind. False alarm.
Give it 5 minutes, though.
Let's see. How many more you want me to do, Monkey?
Actually, we can stop because we've done screwed up with my timing. That was me. Because I overslept, guys. Sorry. We will do more another night. I'll make it up to you. I promise. YouTube time. That's what it is. Satsu, what'd you work on today?
I did a video on my kind of reaction to The Last of Us trailer, The Last of Us 2, talking about that and what my expectations are for that game and some of the controversy around it.
That's the one that's got the lesbian kiss, right?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yes, the lesbian kiss.
yeah. But anybody who has played The Last of Us and played the DLC knows that she's a lesbian already. Like that's not news. But
You know what? You know
Oh,
what
go ahead.
bothers me about that kiss? Let me throw this out there. It's not that it's a girl kissing; it's a girl, another girl. It's that the girl looks like she's 12.
There's that too.
That's the part that bothers me. I don't care about lesbian. I mean, I like lesbians. Lesbian porn for the win, y'all. But she looks really young to be tongue kissing.
How
Well-
old is the character supposed to be?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old she is in this game, but she had another kissing scene in the last game, and she was definitely like 12.
Jesus, yeah, okay.
So
I saw an article where they talked about not so much like the kiss as itself, but just like the physics engine and everything that made it look so natural, which like sort of on a technological level, like it's like, okay, that is impressive, because I watched it and it's kind of like, yeah, because you have two, individual sprites basically coming together and actually making it look natural and romantic and evoking emotion and stuff. So
I watched the scene on how that was done, and they actually have this motion capture system where they actually put these little dots all over your face, like on all of them. Yeah, and then they have a camera like directly in your face, and it captures like every motion of those dots specifically to get that right. And then the chicks were talking about like how they were able to do that with a camera like in their face, and they were like, it's hard. It is very difficult to try to kiss somebody with a fucking camera on your head. But yeah, they pulled it off. But basically what I was talking about is the fact that what?
I'm sorry. Pat sent us breaking news, and the picture just made me say, "Oh," out loud. Go ahead and finish, and then we'll get to this.
Oh, well, basically what I was talking about was the fact that Ellie was introduced as I guess what you would call LGBT character when the game came out, and nobody had an issue because her character was already established, and she was a badass who we later found out was a lesbian, not a character who was framed as a lesbian and a badass because of that fact.
Right.
So there was no outrage. Like nobody had a problem. It wasn't even really a discussion. It just kind of happened in the DLC, and people were like, "Oh wow, did you know that she was gay?" And they're like, "Oh cool, that's kind of crazy." And that was it. But yeah, that's what the video was about. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Okay, breaking news. Woman with head stuck in exhaust pipe freed by firefighters.
Wait, so what's the picture? What's so interesting about the picture?
There's a woman with her head stuck in an exhaust pipe.
But how?
How?
Firefighters with power tools had to help rescue a 19-year-old woman who had her head stuck in the oversized exhaust pipe of a truck.
Oh, okay.
Can I see the picture? I want to see the picture.
In chat, click the link that Pat gave us.
Why would you stick your head in an exhaust pipe?
The incident occurred at a Minnesota music festival over the weekend. I'm guessing beer tent.
Alcohol.
Beer tent.
Or drugs or something, who knows?
I've been drunk before. That's never happened to me.
Were you drunk in Greece?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Uh-oh.
The girl put her head in a tailpipe and it got stuck. Yeah. Good job,
well,
dummy.
at least it's not the tailpipe I was thinking of.
Turtle cave. Turtle cave diving.
Scribbles, what'd you work on? Oh, wait. Sever, thank you. Satsu, we ain't made she's a lesbo. We ain't mad she's a lesbo. We're mad that they felt it was reveal worthy. We wanted Joel and Ellie, not pissed at Asian man waifu.
Well, no, I didn't say anybody was upset that she was a lesbian. I was talking about the fact that people were acting like this was a reveal. It's not a reveal. Like it's not new. It was in the last game. They're just like it's not a reveal. That's why I was like weird that people was like, oh, it came out that she's. I'm like, but it's not new though. Like if you played the last game, then you should know this already.
Okay, sorry, Scribbles. What did you work on?
Nothing.
Beautiful. Weebo?
So I have a video coming out, well, next Sunday, but I have to work on it today and tomorrow, in order to get it out by Sunday, because it's Father's Day coming up. I'm not doing anything special for Father's Day video-wise, but I am coming out with a Biggest of Bigots video. It'll be like the 3rd episode in that series. because I've been slacking in that area. Then tomorrow I'm taking up Sixie's position for Chaos because I'll be out of town again this weekend, again for Father's Day. So
Where are you going?
I'm going to Wisconsin, and we're gonna have a
Jeez.
fucking blast.
You have
Okay.
a blast in Wisconsin?
Yeah, the land of cheese. I love cheese. Fucking yeah, man.
Yeah, I can
Also,
imagine.
if my voice sounds deeper than usual, it's because I'm sick and dying.
Oh, I thought it was
Actually-
because you took your testosterone pills.
You sound
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're whispering a little bit.
Am I whispering?
Bebo's a trap. Confirmed.
I'm sitting far away from the mic. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this.
You're good. It's just sound a little bit whispery. You can fuck with some of the guys in chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. And no, I'm not. Sorry.
Pat wants to know if you're going to see
dying.
Whitney.
What's a Whitney?
Whitney, Wisconsin.
Oh, God, no. I would never subject my dog to that, bitch. Fuck.
Maybe your
Fuck
dog
that.
would like
No,
it.
No,
Oh, monkey.
not my
yucky.
dog.
Yucky monkey.
Not Daphne. No. Daphne is a sweet, innocent child of the Lord.
Ooh. Does Daphne go out and solve crimes on the weekends in a van?
No, she does
No.
not. She's
No.
she's a golden retriever, and she's got a very simple, very happy life.
Wait,
And she's just a
do the characters from
Adorable
Scooby Doo actually have jobs? Like, do they get paid for that?
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
recall.
They're a corporation, of course.
They're
Okay.
Kids Incorporated.
I've never seen them receive payment.
Mysteries Inc. They just steal stuff when nobody's looking.
I think they're funded by the government.
I didn't work on anything. Surprise, surprise. But I will be playing. We're doing our 7 Days to Die people stream today after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be kind of awake by then. Which leads us to internet fucketry, and Jesus Christ, there was a lot of internet fucketry today.
That's what I heard.
I woke up today to an article from Huffington Post telling me that I need to choose between supporting gays and eating chicken sandwiches.
Ah, yes.
I picked the chicken sandwiches. Just full disclosure.
Yeah, so do I, because I don't think you actually really need to make that choice. And this all stems, of course, from Jack Dorsey eating a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A the other day. Thank you, Snubber. Daphne's family is wealthy, and Velma, parent, has college connections.
Sure.
Apparently has college connections. Okay.
Spicy. College connections.
That's true, and the dudes are all just hangers-on, man.
Scooby and Shaggy are stoners.
Sargon called out Andy to an ARC challenge. I haven't been paying attention to any of that crap. Do you guys know about that?
What does that
Well,
mean?
He did Andy was doing a stream right before this. I don't know if he's still streaming, saying Sargon called him out. My response, and I don't know what it was about.
Thank you, ex-Bubba Hotep. And yes, I keep going between Tep and Tip. It's just what I do now. Scooby-Doo be getting that Crime Watchers money. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
If you have a tip that leads to an arrest. God, what was the other fucking stupid thing I saw today?
The spanking thing that you made a Twitter poll about?
No, the spanking thing it came up because of a video David Hogg had sent out.
Oh,
Now,
wait.
the other one, real quick, was the story that said there's evidence that humans are cruel to robots, or are likely to be cruel to robots.
What?
Oh, no.
Humans objectify objects?
Save the synths. Get the railroad involved.
There's a company somewhere that uses little robots as servers,
How dare they?
and apparently people are kicking them.
That's racist.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And
but that's like shown in every movie. People don't appreciate none of the inanimate objects that they have.
You can't be cruel to an inanimate object.
Yes, you can, monkey.
They don't have feelings.
Yes, they do, monkey.
They might in the future. Can you imagine, like, there's somebody like abusing their fucking sex doll right now?
Oh, I'm sure there is. And they're doing horrible things we don't want to know about.
Hashtag me too.
But yeah, then I did my Twitter poll about spanking. I did two, actually. One asking if spanking should be brought back, and the second one asking if you were spanked as a child. And oddly enough, the percentages are almost equal on both of those polls. Excuse me, 84 to 83 last I looked for being spanked and supporting spanking. So it at least seems like on the surface that people who were spanked think it's a good idea. And that actually...
Yeah, I voted yes on both of those.
Were you spanked? You were spanked as a child?
I was spanked as a child, and I think that it should be brought back.
And the reason I brought that up is because David Hogg linked a video from some wonderful protesters that were at, I think, Paul Ryan's office. And Ryan wouldn't see him, so they start chanting, "This is what democracy looks like." No, it's not. And the guy who's taking the video steals a handful of candy off the desk of the receptionist.
How dare he?
He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" Thank you, Gregory Hurst. Hashtag #MeTooD2.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all the fucketry that I can remember from this morning. But man, there was a lot of stupid shit today.
Target got in trouble today.
What did they do?
Hold on. They for Father's Day, they decided to be inclusive and add baby daddy's cards.
Yeah.
And all the unmarried black bitches came out and was just like, "This is so disrespectful to black people." And I'm just like,
is it?
It's pretty presumptuous unmarried woman who just got off the phone with her baby daddy right now, telling him he can't pick up the kids. That's a kind of strange for you to get upset about. But yeah,
wouldn't like in them admitting that is like a thing against black people, isn't that them just admitting that is exactly what it is that they're referencing?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's projection because, but here's the thing. Like, I grew up in the hood, never met a black chick who was with somebody and had a kid and wasn't married that did not refer to him as their baby daddy. But now, which is news to me, I mean, I've been living this long, but now I'm just now hearing that black people don't like that word. I mean, They all use it. But none of them actually like it. It's not a term of endearment, which, that I did know. But, I mean, now it's a problem. They won't be pushing to get other black people to stop saying it, though. They just don't want it on cards.
Real quick, thank you, James Colley. Westworld say, what? Yeah, baby daddy, it's not like Target made it up.
Yeah.
No, they're just capitalizing on this terminology.
Well, here's the thing. They got 1 point in this whole thing. Just one point, and that's the fact that one of the cards, out of the many that there were, one of them had a black couple on it.
Oh, no.
And they're pointing to that card and saying, "See, is this what you think of black people, Target? You don't think that black people are able to, sustain relationships with their children?" And my thing is, regardless of how you feel about it or if you want to argue, what I would like to do is everybody who has a problem with it, I would like to grab them and be like, "Hey, where's your husband? Is he around? Are you married, ma'am? Like, no, you have children and your husband is not around? Okay. What do you refer to that man as?" Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because that's essentially what that's all about.
What's your question?
We need to be gender inclusive here, right? So what's the reverse of the baby daddy where the mom leaves?
It's the baby mama. That's what it
is. Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Yes. And it's been that way forever.
Well, Weibo's really white.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I may be pasty as fuck.
Becky.
Did you just? Okay, I may be pasty AF, but that does not mean that I don't understand the struggle of single parenthood.
Your pasty Air Force? What?
Becky with the good hair.
What's hilarious about this is even like all the white chicks that I know who have a baby and that's my baby daddy. Like
yeah, I know a lot of white chicks that have baby daddies as well.
Yeah, but nope. The black people have stepped out and here's the thing. essentially what's going on here is there's somebody shooting bullets, and black people or people who want to be offended are jumping in front of them and claiming that it's aimed at them. That's what's happening. It's just like, oh my god, I can't believe you shot me. And it's just like, I actually wasn't aiming at you, but but it hit me, so it was meant for me. Okay, cool, whatever.
Alrighty.
I can't take it.
So if you want to get a baby mama card, or sorry, baby daddy card, hit your local Target before they pull them from the shelves. Go quick.
All right, I'm gonna hit that up tomorrow. What time does Target open?
Do we know of any other fucketry going on?
Yeah.
Because I have a great article for Deep Topic. But now, guys, I brought Weibo on so she can tell us about her Greek experience. And we will get into that. But I wanted to discuss this article because I read it today and it fucking hurt my head. Thank you, your boy Pat. You know what would have been funny as hell if you opened up the card and it played the song "My Baby Daddy." Yes, that would have been. But then people would have been like, "That's racist," because you proved it. The title of the article is, and this comes to us from The Guardian: "Women shun cycling because of safety, not helmet hair." The subtitle. Wait. The subtitle: "Roads designed by men are killing women and stop millions from cycling."
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
What?
Wait, didn't somebody put a picture of the bridge that was built by women that collapsed and killed people?
They may have. I missed that.
Yeah, because that bridge that collapsed or whatever was built by an all-women construction team. I think that's what it said.
We're going to skip the first half of this because it's just her talking and jump down to this. The main reason most women don't cycle in the UK is because they think it is dangerous. You can tell them until the cows come home that roads are statistically safe and that you are more likely to be killed walking than on a bicycle. But when they sit on the top deck of a bus and look down to see a cyclist squashed up against the curb, they feel no compulsion whatsoever to join them. Women do seem to be more vulnerable, perhaps because they are often more reluctant to own the lane, and so they end up in the gutter.
Is this another situation of women make a decision to do something and it's their fault, therefore it's the world's fault?
Kind of. 10 out of 13 cyclists killed in London in 2009 were women, and 8 of them were killed by left-turning HGVs, according to a campaign group, Cycling UK.
Hashtag women are too stupid to ride bikes.
Can I just say that this is why we drive on the other side of the road?
Xavier Bryce, at Sustrans, believes city planners are to blame. Quote, 51% of the UK population is female, yet most of our cities are failing to design roads and streets for women to cycle.
Women need specialized streets to cycle on, bruh?
Dude, just get one of those stationary bikes. You're fine. Just live with it.
Christ.
That's what it is.
Just slap a helmet on the woman next to you as you say this, and get her a bib, and continue saying that shit. Like, yep, you women are too dumb to accomplish this simple task. It's fucking stupid.
Well, did you pay it to 10 out of 13 cyclists?
This is an epidemic.
Yeah, apparently, and the city planners need to be changed. It goes on to say it cannot help that women remain underrepresented among the transport planners and engineers who design our streets.
Oh boy!
And most city council leaders who decide how to spend the transport budget are men.
Yikes!
Yeah, women. Now that you have heard this, I guess we need to come clean as men and tell you we've been secretly trying to kill you with bicycles all along.
Yeah, we knew you were too dumb to figure out the complexities of a bike.
What?
And we just figured you'd keep taking yourselves out until you were all gone. But seems you have caught on. We apologize.
Do you make roads sexist?
Dude,
which bike speed is it? That's
nothing is off limit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if there could be a feminist glaciology, there can be sexist roads.
Nothing is off limits, dude.
First air conditioning and now roads.
Well, those
when will it
women
end?
would still be alive if only women had designed those roads.
Donuts are sexist. Couches are sexist.
I just love the part where she says, you know, when the women are sitting on the top of the bus and they look down and see a squish cyclist, like it happens every day, and there's only like 9 in the whole year.
Oof.
A squished cyclist.
Yeah, she didn't use those terms. That's me being taking artistic license.
You know, on a side note, funny story. The first time I took my driver's ed test for my license, I failed. And the reason I failed was because a bicyclist got out in front of me and I almost hit them.
Are you sure you didn't fail because of the male-built roads?
Yeah, obviously it was the patriarchy.
Did you have a male, a fucking, what are they called?
Instructor?
No, it was a woman that failed me, actually.
Mm.
The woman is keeping me down. But it's the patriarchy,
She knew about the bike issue.
How old am I? I'm like 20.
How
Yeah, this
old
was
am
like
I?
4 years ago. I didn't kill a bicyclist. I almost killed a bicyclist. There's a difference.
I just don't get it, man. And boy,
It makes no sense. I read that, and it actually, when I read that subheading, I was like, "You've got to be shitting me."
Well, pick any innocuous thing in your life, anything like a road, boxes, coffee, whatever, and
I
just
was
say
about
that
to
it's
say coffee.
sexist, and then then reverse engineer that. And we can do it right now. Let's do an experiment. Take coffee. Let's say coffee for a second. Okay. Now, the statement is no, not Starbucks, just coffee. Because coffee is specific. Okay. So coffee is sexist. All right. Let's just assume that is true. Work backwards from that. Tell me how coffee is sexist against women.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
Okay. All right.
Because women for so long have been expected to serve breakfast to men.
Uh-huh.
And coffee is traditionally a breakfast beverage.
No. I have one.
That's Monkey's pitch. Okay, that's Monkey's pitch. What's yours, Lebo?
Okay, so it's a wage gap argument. All right. So for so long, women have been expected to buy these excessively sugary coffee drinks that, you know, they pay a greater amount for these sugary coffee drinks than your average man does, and this is due to the patriarchy, obviously.
All right.
The average woman spends like several $1000s more on coffee a year than your man does.
Oh, real quick, Emberisk, we are making coffee sexist. I haven't actually heard it called that yet.
Yeah. All right, Satsu, what's your pitch?
The temperature of coffee is specifically manufactured and created to be too hot for a woman's hand.
Oh, good one.
You're all wrong. The reason coffee is sexist is because it's slightly a mix of what Weibo just said. Coffee is used by far more women than men on average. Because, you see, the caffeine in coffee makes the assumption that women are naturally low energy and need the supplement. And that is a statement against women being capable of being as energetic as men. They need the caffeine. That's what the advertising goes that way. That's why it's sexist.
Real quick, thank you, ex Bubba Hotep. Don't forget about feminist snowplowing. Yeah, that was that Sweden? I forget where that was. Yeah.
Now, what we need is somebody in the audience to submit that story, that breaking news headline, to Huffington Post or Vox or Salon or something, and see how quickly it gets published.
Well, what if I did an entire satire video exactly on this?
You should just like take a random thing and make it sexist and make it sound legit and just deadpan it.
I love this game.
With coffee, don't forget, I mean, as it's been marketed more towards women, it's gotten more expensive. So pink tax.
Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, we're doing this jokingly, but I wouldn't be surprised if they legit do this exact thing to come up with shit.
Give
like,
it a few months.
Yeah, like, and they're actually fucking around too. Like, we're running out of ideas. We need to fucking make up a way to make this sexist. So I'm taking ideas. Go.
I'm only half joking in the sense that I don't believe it, but I'm not joking in the sense that this is a career for people. This is something you could make a vocation out of. You could sit back and just like have a dartboard full of just random things, items, concepts, places, whatever, abstracts, and then say, this is sexist. Now let's figure out how it is with our imagination, write an article.
Ooh, Ooh, I have a follow-up game. Let's make it racist now. Let's make coffee racist.
Well, it exploits
Oh.
the South American worker for no profit. It's sort of like cocaine is the legal cocaine. Coffee is the legal cocaine in the sense that the person making it gets paid nothing, and the person selling it makes a giant profit off of their back and labor.
No. Let me
Okay.
do this one.
Right.
Coffee, even when you pour like cream or something in it, is still brown like the black man.
Oh, very
And
good.
white people literally consume it,
Oh,
destroying
my-
what it was.
That was my
monkey.
argument.
Good job, monkey. Good
Monkey,
job.
how dare you take the idea of a woman from a woman before she
Yeah.
came and say
Coffee
that's
just got
very
more
sexist.
sexist.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
Okay.
Did you
so-
just talk over a woman?
I did. I do it all the time because I'm a man, and you should listen to what I say.
Are you sure it's not just because you're an old man?
It could be that too.
Mhm.
Weebo, how was your trip? You were recently out of the
It was-
country.
It was so nice. I caught several variations of the plague, but I'm good now. Yeah.
Did you smuggle anything in an orifice?
No,
Okay.
I didn't smuggle anything in an orifice, but I smuggled several things that resemble what go into orifices.
You brought back some dildos,
No. I brought back
butt plugs, because it's grease.
no. Okay, not gonna lie. Every single souvenir shop that I went into in Greece, no matter where I was, if it was on the mainland or an island or even in Ephesus, because we went to Turkey, there were dicks everywhere. Everywhere. They were painted pretty colors. Sometimes they came in the form of a soap. Because you need to wash your ass.
Oh well, yeah, you'll get a deep clean there.
Sorry.
Real quick, thank you, James Colley. Women of a certain age refer to having coffee as a sexual rendezvous.
Oh shit. What up?
Oh.
And I got a so the soap one, and then a bottle opener, and then just a keychain.
You bought dick soap?
Yeah, I did.
All right. I'm not judging.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
give
going
it to
to
one of my
use
relatives.
the dick soap is a
No.
better question.
No, I'm giving one. I'm giving the dick soap to one of my relatives.
It's not a Father's Day present, is it?
No, no, but I will be giving it to them around Father's Day. Oh, sorry,
What did you just do?
I kicked my desk.
Weebo's drunk, y'all.
I'm not drunk. I was drunk very much over the last 2 weeks, but not right now. I'm having caffeine, actually, coffee. Yeah,
Could
buddy.
you legally drink there?
Yeah, I could,
Cool.
and I did.
Enjoy that.
So, funny story. My professor actually, leading up to the trip, he said that the university was not going to be paying for any alcohol while we were in Greece. And then we get to Greece, and every meal that we had came with like at least one free glass of wine, complimentary, because that's the way that Greeks do it, I guess.
Mhm.
We also went to a winery where we got to drink wine because that's what you do at a winery. So that was a thing. And then there was like a 4-day cruise that we went on too. And my professor accidentally, quote unquote, signed us up for the silver drink package, which comes with very select drink menu items, but a lot of them are alcoholic, and we get unlimited of those.
Did your professor happen to invite you back to his room?
No, he brought his wife. Actually, they had their honeymoon there.
Oh, okay.
It was so sweet. They're adorable.
Because that just sounded a little too convenient. I accidentally got the whole class drunk.
Well, we didn't actually have class. We just walked around the sites and learned about them from other students who did research projects on them. My presentation was on a statue that technically no longer exists, the Chryselephantine statue of Athena from the Parthenon. Because, the Parthenon's kind of incapacitated at the moment. And,
Why? What's wrong with it?
It bombed
Oh.
multiple times.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I'm American. I don't have to look at that part of the world.
I think it was used as a mosque at some point.
Huh.
And a church.
And it got blowed up. Who'd have thought?
Well,
What was your favorite part of the trip?
The drunken karaoke or the drunken dance off with a high schooler? That's hard to decide.
Were you
That was-
dancing?
I was dancing. I danced. I had a dance competition with the high schooler.
Video.
Not of the dancing,
Oh.
but of the karaoke. There's a video.
Right.
So at some point, I'll get that online once my roommate sends it to me.
RJ says he gave you a peck on the cheek.
Hmm?
RJ in chat says he gave you a peck on the cheek.
When?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
RJ was stalking you in Greece.
I do not recall this.
So you were dancing and singing. What'd you sing?
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. They didn't have a lot of. They didn't have a very wide selection. A lot of it was, and I don't know what this means, from the artist DP.
You were in Greece and you don't know what DP means. Okay.
No. I was on the cruise,
Uh-huh.
which means I was in the open ocean.
Getting DP'd. Okay. What?
You being a monkey again.
It's all I know how to do. Did you embarrass our country at all?
Several times. I actually, okay, so I was in Ephesus and we were looking at the ruins and there were ancient toilets there and there was no roof. And you know how ancient toilets are, they're just basically just potholes.
Wait. Why would I know what ancient toilets are?
I don't know. Have you you know what? Never mind. I should never assume anything. Especially with you, monkey.
I've never seen an ancient toilet. I would imagine that's just like an outhouse, but
basically, yeah, it's an outhouse, but with many, many toilets and no. It's your basic bathroom, public bathroom, but with no stalls and just holes that you can sit on and relieve yourself on. And so we were taking a tour of those toilets, and there was a
tour of those toilets. I love that phrase.
We were
Like a tour of my toilet.
Well, they were cool looking, I guess, because I've never seen
Yes.
ancient toilets. I have pictures of them actually, and there's a giant hole where toilets used to be, but they've since been lost to time, I guess. And I go to look over down into the pit where all of the fecal matter would have been, because I'm curious about the plumbing from ancient times. So I'm looking down and I almost fall into the fucking sewer.
That would have been hilarious.
And it wasn't like a oh shit, it was like an oh fuck moment, you know? Where I had to like grab onto the nearest sturdy person next to me and nearly bring them in with me. It was
Was there anybody using the toilets?
No, I thought about it, and I wasn't the only one that thought about it, but they were roped off, so you can't use the toilet.
Wait, they have roped off old toilets.
Yep.
Okay,
they roped off
sometimes
the
it's
old
okay
toilets.
to get rid of shit.
Historical artifacts.
Yeah, they're specifically roped off because people have sat on those toilets before.
Yeah.
And also, dumb people almost fall in them, I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, you think? Yes, Weibo does wobble.
Faith says archaeologists love old privies. I get that, but I mean, once they're done with their archaeology, you can destroy an old toilet. It's a fucking toilet where people chat.
No, you gotta preserve it for the memes.
But why?
For the memes.
Oh,
by the way,
it
apparently
bothers me.
in Greece, toilets are nasty looking and smelling.
What do you mean
They're
nasty
shaped
looking?
weirdly. Like most of the toilets that I went to were wonky as fuck. They were square shaped
Where? Okay.
ish, but like because I used a lot of public toilets when I was in Greece because we were at a lot of sites, and they had no toilet seat. They had no toilet seat. So I'm just sitting on the edge of the bowl and I'm trying not to fall in because there's no, you ever sat on a toilet with no toilet seat and accidentally just splashed your butthole?
Yeah.
I was afraid of that because I don't want to catch
Time out.
the plague in a foreign country.
Time out.
Although I did do that. Yes.
So here in America, you have sat on a toilet seat or on a toilet with no seat and somehow splashed your butthole just from sitting?
Well, okay, so I live with boys because it's my dad me, and my brother. And so sometimes my brother forgets to put the toilet seat back down, and I don't realize it, and I sit on the edge of the toilet bowl, and I accidentally fall in because I'm expecting there to be some sort of like barrier, so I don't do that, but there isn't. So I accidentally fall into the toilet, sit into the toilet water, and get my butthole a nice cleaning.
Okay, that's a little bit different. Thank you, James Colley. Says the guy who fell asleep during stream. LOL. That'd be at you, Satsu.
That has nothing to do with intelligence. That's exhaustion. Falling asleep is not the same as falling in a hole.
Falling all the way in with your butt all the way in makes sense. So you said splashed up, and that's a little bit different. I was like, what the fuck is she doing?
Well, I'm like, that was some precise splashing. It went right up your asshole. Damn.
They have toilets that do that, though, don't they?
What?
Wait, what?
Bidets, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, they have like bidets or something. No, I did not sit on a bidet.
To rinse off your tushy.
You made your own bidet, apparently.
No, that's what baby wipes are for.
So your teacher took his wife on a honeymoon with a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
Did he abandon you guys a lot?
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah. Okay.
But he's also one of like those super mega classics nerds. Like, he married an Italian woman that they like. He met his wife while that he was in the middle of, I think it was Germany, and neither of them spoke. Well, she didn't speak English. He didn't speak Italian because she only spoke Italian. But they both spoke. I think it was German. So that's how they kind of bonded. And over time, they've just kind of learned each other's languages. So they're the weirdest couple ever. They're both professors.
Is she hot?
They're like 54 something years old.
You can be hot at 54-year-old.
I don't pretend to know what it is that it. I don't. I have no level of measurement for which to.
Does he give you grandpa fantasies?
What?
Huh?
No.
Guys, it's a little bit early, but Weibo was out of the States and had a wonderful time. So I'm opening it up to you to ask her questions, ask us questions. Tell us how great you think I am.
Tell me how great I am.
I hear crickets now.
Give it a sec. Give it a sec. But the chat's behind.
But yeah, guys, you guys can ask your questions now. There is other stuff I wanted to talk about tonight, but we can stay on Weibo.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, monkey?
I would, but I would ruin you for all other men. So you'd be like, "Wow, that's how it's supposed to be." What color are your eyes, monkey? They're hazel. They're green on the outside, but right next to the pupil, there's just this brown that looks kind of like fire. Actually, very nice eyes.
Do you really?
I do. I've been complimented on them many times. What was the best part about Greece, Weibo?
So we got to do a lot of dancing, like I said, but there was Greek dancing, and basically what you do is you just stand around in a circle and you just walk, but you can do it in a way that's very energetic and where it trips up people if you do it right. And that was hilarious, especially after a few glasses of wine. It's very funny. I enjoyed myself.
Rolling Bear says, I'm 54 and fucking fabulous. So there you go.
Oh, of course. Yes. No, I did not have Greek sex.
BG, I don't acknowledge your meanness for another 34 minutes at least.
Oof.
How does a blind person know to feel behind her real quick to make sure the toilet seat is down? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Probably experience.
Monkey, have I learned how to read the sell-by dates yet? Yes, I have.
What the fuck? Oh, I don't have live chat on. Like, what the fuck are you reading?
Oh, James Cooley asked me if I learned to read sell-by dates yet, and I have, but I did not get salmonella. Just so you know.
That sounds familiar. What is it you ate?
4-year-old expired chicken noodle broth.
There you go. That's right. Yeah, you should probably get some new stuff. It's not expensive.
I'm alive, though. I didn't die.
Did you had Greek sex? She did. She just won't tell us about it. It was with her 54-year-old teacher.
She's sighing about the memory.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. That didn't sound like you were exasperated with me. That sounded like you were.
You didn't see the look on my face. You did not see the look on my face.
Wait, is this a early chat time? It is, because Weibo's here. She's done something interesting.
Yeah.
And someone.
Yeah. In the DP
Last
world.
night. What?
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 Nothing.
What in the butt?
Excuse me?
Your boy Pat says, what do you think about the dumbass I tweeted about this morning? Which one? Pat, I read so much dumbass shit. I know you sent something out. I just don't remember what it was. Ranting Monkey is the greatest YouTuber ever. The greatest at falling down and upstairs. That's true. Scrappy says, I still haven't heard what she has in her mouth. What do you have in your mouth, Weebs?
Coffee?
A tongue.
Yes.
Scribe, do you remember the show Jag?
Yes. That was easy.
Sphincter, say what? While the chat is giving us more questions and Pat is clarifying what he said, did you guys see Rachel Maddow's thing from yesterday?
No. What's Rachel up to?
Ah, God. She went to great lengths to point out, and she made it seem very conspiratorial, that North Korea shares a border with Russia.
Okay.
Back in 1860, Russia expanded its border a little bit, which gave them a small border. I think it's like 11 miles they pushed in 11 miles, which gave them a small border with North Korea. Apparently, even way back then, Putin was in charge of things because, it's supposed to show that this is the whole Trump-Kim meeting. That was Putin.
Beep.
You should see it, man. It is fucking mind-blowing. This is a newscaster who has one of the highest rated cable news shows on TV, making it sound like the Russian border with North Korea is a conspiracy.
Can you send me a link to that? Because I'd love to see that.
Yeah, dude. I'll tweet that at you. Pat says the one defending Robert De Niro. I don't know if I saw that one. Yeah, we didn't cover that, but Robert De Niro on the Tony Awards went into a fuck Bush thing, and while CBS blocked it when it happened, was it overseas? It wasn't blocked. I think that's what it was, because Sugar Tits actually posted video of it too. Yeah, we were just going fuck Trump at the Tonys, because why not?
What's a Tony's?
That is a
Broadway type of thing.
A mediocre pizza place.
Because I don't watch award shows, so I don't know what they're for.
That is for plays, musicals, and such. Okay, how come none of these guests show their camera? I don't know.
Because I look like shit right now.
I bet you look beautiful. You always do.
I've been blowing my nose for the past 2 days. I'm still recovering from jet lag.
None of us show our camera, so I wouldn't expect it to.
I show my camera sometimes.
Well,
how can you show your camera without holding a mirror in front of it?
Oh, Scribble's got you on the wording.
Of course, Scribble's got us on the wording. And just because of that, I'm going to keep saying it.
Yeah. Weibo, while you were in Greece, did you find out where the first donuts were made?
No, I did. Are they made in Greece? I was unaware.
Michael says coffee is racist because it comes from Ethiopia.
How dare!
Selling it here is imperialism. A real argument I've heard. Wow, I'm not surprised.
Is it true that white people have smaller penises and boobs? False. I have the largest penis and the largest boobs of anyone.
Hey.
There you go.
Asking President Trump what he won compared to De Niro's 2 Oscars. Oh, somebody actually asked him that?
That'd be
I'd be like, the election, bitch.
Right. Hello.
I wish Donald Trump would end all of his tweets with "bitch,"
Bitch.
because it would fit so many times. It's just like, here's what I have to say, bitch. Will you respond to Stephen Colbert's video smearing Star Wars fans? I haven't seen it.
Oh, I saw something about it where like he was commenting on how the actress who played Rose apparently quit Twitter because of people's dislike of the character or something.
Yeah, they were being mean to her.
Yeah, which is, it's bullshit because she's an actress. She's paid to read lines, and it doesn't matter if the character's bad. It's like, well, that's how they wrote it 9 times out of 10.
Are you watching the FIFA World Cup? No.
What's a FIFA?
FIFA.
I say
What's a
FIFA just to piss people off.
It's the international football stuffy stuffs.
It's
They have
soccer.
football internationally?
Yeah,
Soccer.
it's soccer.
That's gay.
Yes.
Everybody but America loves soccer.
What's a soccer?
You know what soccer is.
Do I?
It's a game. You kick a ball.
Bowl.
A cookie bowl.
I don't do sports ball.
Oh, it's the ball with that's white with little black patches on it. Little black pentagrams.
That's racist.
No, it's
Pentagons. Pentagrams. What kind of
what did I say?
pentagrams? So it's like
Oh yeah,
sounds
that's
like
different.
satanic soccer. Yes. Soccer for Satan.
It's just a
I would
volleyball
watch-
failing at blackface.
I'd watch satanic soccer. It'd be interesting.
That would be funny if they all had like pray before the game by like sacrificing a chicken or something.
Gotta kill a goat. Where are these mean comments? What mean comments? We don't need mean comments.
Well, they're
Okay.
talking about the comments that were said about what's her face.
Oh, just look up Star Wars, Rose, and Twitter, and I'm sure that somebody has reprinted them somewhere.
Yeah, she closed down her account, which means seeing them now is not possible on Twitter, but you can look it up on the line.
I thought it was on Instagram.
Oh, maybe it's that too. I don't know.
Well, she
It's
quit
online.
Instagram, but I think that's where it was. The thing that I really can't stand about this whole situation is the fact that they're like validating the bullshit that people are saying about nerds, because they're just like, nerds are just mad at this movie because insert whatever reason I made up here, as opposed to saying some shit like this is valid criticism, or they actually have issues with the way the movie was structured or whatever. This just gives them reason to validate that bullshit.
It was so much worse for many more reasons than that actress.
Well, yeah, of course, but no, that can't be true, because if it has enough vaginas or enough brown people, then the only reason to not like it is being a bigot. That's it.
This kind of reminds me of something I saw today on Twitter that should have been done at Internet Fucketry time.
Monkey,
Yeah,
what the frick?
my brain is Swiss cheese. You guys are lucky I know who I am.
Get on my level, boy.
Where'd it go? I'm looking for it so that I can actually read it. Here it is. Theron Meyer is back. She's been gone for a while. And she posted the following. People want to know where I've been. This past year, the internet has really broken me down, crushed my spirit, and drained me of the strength that's gotten me to the places I've gotten to. Excuse me. I'm a fighter. I'm angry, passionate, bitchy with a purpose. But this past year, fight has turned into flight, anger into anxiety, and passion into fear. I've spent the past few months trying to rediscover this strength again so that I can propel myself and the things I care about even further. If I manage to rediscover my strength and direct it to a cause, I know I can be a fierce force to be reckoned with. I really want to return to the public sphere, and I will very soon.
Very overdramatic.
It is.
Just one thing. Anyone who defines or describes themselves as bitchy unironically, or has to describe themselves as bitchy unironically, it's not bitchy, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
No. Bitchy is a title that you are awarded by other people, not something that you award yourself. It's a status that you have to earn. My fellow
Before I get into this,
people.
Check Your Logic said, did you hear the last surviving munchkin of Wizard of Oz died? I did not, but that's sad.
I heard that happened several weeks ago, didn't it?
Oh, was that the one we talked about?
I believe so. I mean, unless that was the next to last or something, because I thought the last one was a couple months back.
Anyway, in reply to that, someone named Ella Grant said, I can relate. Most people don't notice the darker behind the scenes side to YouTube as it rarely comes to light.
Okay.
There's so many conversations that need to be had about how being on YouTube affects you as a human being and not as just an image on screen. Fellow YouTubers, your thoughts. And here's my thoughts on that. And it kind of relates to the whole Rose Tico thing, is that there's a lot of people who want fame. A lot of people who do. And they love it as long as the reaction to whatever it is they're doing is positive. But the moment it turns negative, they can't handle it. And that's not a bad thing against people. Being able to just shrug off negativity is difficult. However, if you want to be in the public eye, it's something you need to learn to do. And especially when it comes to like the YouTube side of it. If you're talking politics like Theron was, that can be extremely harsh. The Rose Tico thing is a little bit unusual. You don't usually see that kind of hate directed at just one person from a movie. You've seen it. We've seen it from like video game developers, that kind of stuff. But if you're going to be in the public eye, yeah, there's a good chance you're going to get negativity, and you got a couple of choices. You can ignore it. You can mock them, or you can let it destroy you. And sadly, too many people let it destroy them. Check Your Logic says it happened on May 24th, but I'm just hearing about it today.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we did talk about that with my love of midgets. Excuse me. Have you seen a lesbian chair? Nope.
The lesbian chair.
Yeah, it's from Sovereign Speaks. I have not. Yeah, Jean-Pierre really wants to know what we think of Nash Bridges. It was a TV show. Yeah.
I have a question. Didn't what's her face, the main bitch, the main hoe, Luke's? I can't even fucking remember what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, the 3-bun chick.
What?
3-bun chick? No, she had
You
2
mean
buns.
Princess Leia?
Right. No, not 2-bun chick. 3-bun chick. The Mary Sue bitch, Ray. Didn't she also, her actor, or like the woman who played her IRL, didn't she get a lot of hate too?
Sure, probably.
Yeah, but she didn't like delete her Instagram.
I don't know.
And so thus didn't get reported on or something. I don't know. But she got a lot of hate for being a Mary Sue.
Well, the character did. I don't know if the actress did. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure the actress got a lot of hate too. The only thing that sets them apart is just the fact that like she didn't delete her Instagram.
Well, here's what you do. If you are in any kind of public space and you suddenly get a lot of hate, just fucking ignore it. It'll go away in a couple of days. Your story will drop off and somebody else will be the target.
In my experience, the longest hate has ever lasted was like 2 weeks.
Well, I still get my MGTOW followers, and I love them to death because they're funny.
Aren't they?
They're awesome.
Maybe that's who I should piss off this week.
The MGTOWs will lose their fucking minds. They're funny.
Because I'm a whammon.
There was another story here from also earlier today. Over in England, there's a woman whose child is apparently about to be diagnosed with video game addiction.
Oh, boy.
According to her, she has taken her router, which she calls a router, put it inside of a safe, drilled holes into the side of the safe so that they could get the wires in and out, so that she can turn it off. But somehow he still manages to get online to game. She's taken his computer away and actually put it at a friend's house, and somehow he still manages to game. This child is 15, won't even go to school anymore.
Oh.
This is what led to my question about, or this in conjunction with the other thing, led to my question about spanking children. But yeah, this kid, she says he gets very ingenious with how he manages to get online to play games. And unless this kid is actually building his own computer with household parts, that just sounds like a parental failing to me. Because if you take away everything he has to get online, he won't be able to do it.
Right. I don't understand if she's actually taken the precautions she's talking about. How is he getting online if he has no computer? Take away his computer. Just take away, or the console or whatever. What is it?
He still manages to get online somehow. Apparently, he's using brainwaves.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like bullshit. What publication is this coming from?
This was on one of their news channels.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. She was interviewed for the news. And she's actually up there on television saying, "I've taken away everything." No, you haven't, bitch.
There was I remember one of the funniest episodes of the TV show Intervention I ever saw was about video game addiction. And to this moment, I think it was a put on, but even if it wasn't, what you had was this kid who sounds a lot like that. He would stay home all day. He wasn't very social. He just played his video games, and his parents are very concerned. And he had this best friend who was this totally hot chick who just totally wanted to bone him, but he was not interested because he's more interested in playing his video games. I was like, okay, dude.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, dude, really, you need to get your priorities straight here. But it was just done in such a way where I thought, there's nothing wrong with this kid. I mean, okay, he likes video games, but he's not addicted to crack. He might be an irresponsible teenager, but he's a teenager. I mean, this kid had to be maybe 16 at that point. I thought, anyway.
Well, that was one of the things that struck me. This woman, to have a 15-year-old child, she looks very good. Very good for a 15-year-old child. But she also says he's her middle son. She has 5 kids.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm thinking, oh, so what you do is you lock up his stuff and everybody else still has access, because that's the only way it's possible. If he has no computer, there's no or console, whatever he has, there's no fucking way he's playing. 15.
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing: like at 15, if you're in high school, which he probably is, most likely, hopefully, or just in general, the assignments that teachers assign you mandate that you have to be online at some point.
Yeah.
But you can't be in high school nowadays and not use the internet. It's fucking impossible.
But I could stand over my child and watch what they're doing.
Yes.
Not the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I could.
Especially at home. It's like if they put the computer in the living room. That way you always know who's doing what, where, and when. And then they can never try to sneak around you.
Oh, you underestimate how diabolical children can be.
Oh, no, I don't underestimate it. I'm just saying that you try to mitigate the problem. I was a child once, amazingly enough.
I was a children very recently.
I was smarter than my parents in a lot of things. I got away with a lot of stuff. But, all you can do is try to mitigate it. And if the issue is that he's on the computer too much playing games, then you put the computer where there's no secrecy. And if he's getting online some other way, I don't know how that is unless you're paying for it, because he's obviously not, unless he's a 15-year-old working, he's not the one making the money to pay for the access.
Well, let me ask, how often have you upgraded your phones, and does he keep the old phones that have been upgraded? Because those can still go online. You can still download apps, but you just can't call and text. They're pretty much iPods at that point, and you can use them to game in a sense. If you have something that can connect to the internet, odds are you're good. And it doesn't even have to be like a computer. It can be like something as portable as a cell phone.
Heroic Nico says he pulls out a Tamagotchi. Yeah.
Tamagotchi.
And says, I can tell you how many times I've rigged up the NES when my mom took parts to it. Yeah, but you still have to get those parts.
You can get replacement parts.
No, I know what he's doing. He's playing Tiger games.
Must be, yes.
Yeah.
You know what Tiger games are, Weebo?
Yeah.
No.
They were early handheld games, and they were shit. They were just shit.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the little things? They were like little square boxes, and they had 3 buttons on them.
Yeah, pretty much. LCD screens and everything.
Yeah, I remember what those are.
Street Sith Mail says, I say Rogue One was a good movie. They had good characters. It wasn't just a female protagonist. It was male and female. That movie had way too many characters.
Yeah. Too many characters and a completely pointless plot. It was a story that was not necessary. Everybody was a superhero in that thing. There was no sense of either danger or camaraderie or communication. It was just... No, yeah, no one mattered, and they had to make sure no one mattered because, well, spoiler alert, they killed everybody off.
I love
everybody. Every new character in that thing got killed off. It's like, okay, so we're done here.
It's tied up in a nice little bow. Those are the types of movies that I absolutely love because my like, you know, catch-all spoiler is everyone dies in that movie. It was pretty accurate.
Either that or like it was all a dream.
Thank you, Cryptic. Just like Kim Jong-un, I had to manage the restaurants. Them dogs' furs don't come off on their own. That'd be hair in the food.
Extra protein, man. Fiber in your diet.
I just want to remind everybody, Cryptic is Asian. Satsu. Satsu?
Yes.
There's a question for you. Are you going to buy any of the Sony games from E3?
Most likely. As far as which ones that I'm going to get versus PC, that I can get on PC, or you mean the Sony exclusives?
Jean-Pierre asked, and he wasn't any more specific than, are you going to get any of the games? So,
yeah, I got plans on getting a lot of games. Dying Light 2, fucking Resident Evil 2, definitely. And I saw some more gameplay on it today, and just so happy.
I'll tell you something. Fallout 76 might be the first AAA I've ever pre-ordered.
Yeah, Fallout. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, pre-orders start on the 15th, and I haven't pre-ordered a game. I don't think I ever have, and so yeah, I'm that interested in playing it out.
Check Your Logic says, I did not have social media at 15. Time was more simple with a flip phone. Oh, let me Inscribe tell you.
Oh, yeah.
My phone was attached to the wall.
You don't think that I also had to deal with the struggle of not having a portable phone for a time?
Oh, did you?
Oh, tell us about that struggle, Weebs.
I had the the rotating dial phone things.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do.
Phone?
Yeah, we had one of those. When I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first cell phone?
Yeah.
I got my first cell phone in 3rd grade because my mother wanted to make her seem more important than my father, and that was the way to do it at the time. And it was a flip phone. It wasn't even a good flip phone. It was just, I couldn't text on it. I couldn't take pictures. It was only good for calling, and I would use it as a flashlight at night for when I wanted to read. It was not a good flashlight. I'm surprised I don't have to wear glasses.
Yeah, see, when we wanted to text people, you'd write it on a piece of paper and fold it up like a football and pass it across class.
We did that exact same thing, too.
Yeah, but you didn't have to.
Yeah, we did, because they were like, is that a cell phone in your pocket? Put it away.
No, you just have to see it.
You can't say that to a teacher. She'll rape you.
Oh, man, if only.
Thoughts on the Satsu 2 cents. Satsu, what? Jesus. Jean-Pierre, pick a name. Add 2 cents plus. Thoughts on the Death Trail trailer and the fact that Norman Reedus is in it.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I've been looking at stuff from Death Stranding for a long time.
Weird game. That looks so odd.
And I knew Norman Reedus was going to be in it a long time ago, so that's not surprising at all. What do I think about it? I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows what to think about it because it's this fucking clusterfuck. Yeah, so I don't know.
We used Chatbox A on our Game Boys. Dude, oh, you're bringing back memories.
I miss my Game Boy.
Thank you so much. Y'all remember getting a page on your pager and you had to go find a payphone to call that person back? I never had a pager.
Neither did I. I never had a pager. I missed the whole pager era.
Yeah. There were a couple other questions up here. Red Castry asked, Scribe Light, do you think Fallout 76 will have a story at all? Lots of the studio use the phrasing, you the players make the stories.
I think it's going to have a setting, and there will be like things you discover that are mission based, because there will be quests that you have to go on, and like you have to find items in order to construct things, and there will be plot elements attached to that. I'm sure, like little, computer consoles you have to hack that you'll find notes and things and bits and pieces. I don't think it's going to be nearly as lore / mission heavy as an actual Fallout entry, because this seems more like a one-off kind of spin-off. Because most of the mechanics of the game is going to be, you know, group and or solo to a certain extent, questing and building and that kind of stuff. So I'm more interested to see what kind of community / economy creates itself out of this.
Mhm.
Well, y'all have to look at the video that Stunlock put up. I think he tagged us in it, where they tell you the entire thought process behind making the game, the development process, and everything that they have planned, and they also tell you exactly how the game will be structured.
Oh,
they
okay.
give all the information, so check it out. It was
Cool.
It was a good video.
Okay. Does it make you more or less excited for the game?
It made me way more excited for the
Cool.
game.
In that same vein, Michael asks us, can we get a Fallout 76 Lords of the Night? It's funny you should mention that.
Yeah, because there is an idea, granted that we all get the game and can all hook up together, that we're going to start the Lords of the Night tribe or raider clan or something, and try to make bases and stuff and be like morally ambiguous survivors.
That's right. We can't be evil because I can't play evil, but I can be morally ambiguous.
Well, yeah. Monkey can't play evil. I'm going to be a ruthless cannibal. So there you go.
That's right.
Cannibals.
Yes, cannibals.
I don't know if they'll let you be a cannibal in this one. You can take the cannibal perk in most of the Fallout games, but as close as I can get to, I'm going to be something that's a little rough and tumble.
I think the
go
perk
ahead.
system that they're doing this time around is kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
Like they got these perk cards instead,
Right.
and you can swap them out like at any time to specialize your characters based on whatever team you're with.
Yeah, that was when I saw that, I was like that reminded me of like, and I know it's been used in other games too, but it reminded me of like Battlefront and Battlefront 2 and things like that. I just hope. Do they say anything about how they're going to have like microtransactions to buy card packs or things like that?
They said all microtransactions are going to be 100% cosmetic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, excellent.
Yeah.
Weebo, I think you had a cell phone before I did. How many years ago? That's from
Like
Scrappy.
I'd say 11 years ago, give or take. That's it seems too far away, honestly. Because hang on, if it was
Oh my god, she
my
can't
past is
math.
a blur.
Are you about to like graduate college or something?
Sweetie, what year of college are you in?
I'm gonna be a junior next year, 3rd year,
So
or this semester. I mean, coming up.
yeah, that would be 11 years ago. You said 3rd grade, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now I'm second guessing myself. Was it 3rd grade or was it 6th grade?
Are you sure you're second guessing yourself or are you third guessing yourself?
She's 6th
Shut
guessing
up.
herself. Claire Fritz asks if 7 days is on for tonight with my narcolepsy. It wasn't narcolepsy, but that was Satsu. But yes, yes, it is.
Hey, Monkey, I'm being told that you need to put on some deodorant because your pits stink.
Who said that?
RJ Benzema, number 68.
Oh, I smell fine. I'm fresh.
To
I have
yourself,
my
maybe?
Axe deodorant on.
They said
That's gay.
thoughts of Kingdom Hearts being released on Xbox. I think it's cool. I would have been surprised if they didn't at this point.
Yeah.
It's never really been a Sony exclusive. I mean, except for the first 2. And after that, it started going on like Nintendo systems and all types of shit. So, I mean, why not?
Yeah, like Skyrim.
Yeah, the more the merrier, man.
Heroic Nyko asks, what's stopping Fallout from making their own Fallout first-person shooter game? The fans.
Fallout 4 kind of is.
Yeah. Well, so was Fallout 3. I mean, the way they changed it from the isometric game basically did that, but it's still at heart supposed to be a role-playing game, so they have to figure out a way to have that matter.
I still want them to release an actual tabletop role-playing game for Fallout with all the lore and things like that. Some people have done fan versions of stuff like that. I prefer to see something like official from like if they license it to Fantasy Flight or something and let them create a game out of it, because they already did a board game, which means that at least they're not averse to having something other than a video game media for the setting. But I prefer a tabletop.
Hello, fellow gamers. Do you guys remember RuneScape?
I never played. My children did.
I love that game.
Check
I'm
your
just trying to be
logic.
relevant.
She said 11 years ago, I consciously thought 2003, 2004. Why am I like this? You're getting old, and time
Yeah.
doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I am getting old.
Axe Monkey, are you a tween? No.
Yes.
Axe has been
Yes.
around. I am not. Okay, yeah, I'm a tween now. There were times my sons would come out of the bathroom and they'd obviously just douse themselves in Axe. It's like, no, you need to bathe. Go back. Go back.
You've
did that wrong.
you've undone something.
What do you guys think of the new Shaq Fu game? I haven't even looked at any gameplay footage. It's just, to me, weird that they made a fucking sequel.
This one actually, I mean, it actually for a side scroller beat 'em up, it looks pretty fun. It looks like it'll be a good time. In a really stupid, this game is obviously stupid, and I'm going in knowing that way. Because it's ridiculous. It's like super off the top. He's got like fucking power armor and shit, and there's dragons and all kinds of crazy shit.
Am I a millennial or a Gen Y? I was born in
Gen Y.
98, so does that make me a Gen Y?
Gen Y and millennial are the same thing. I think you mentioned the
Pretty much.
Gen Z.
Monkey, by the way, I saw actual gameplay footage, like real gameplay footage for The Walking Dead, and I am super sad.
Oh, why are you sad?
First of all, they Ubisoft the fuck out of that tech demo.
How dare?
Yeah, it don't look nothing like what they showed, which was bad. Like coming from, and I would imagine the people there at E3 coming from seeing that on that big screen and then going to play it and seeing what they were playing. I was just like, wow, this don't even look like the same game.
Scott asked, how do I play 7 Days to Die with you guys? Hit up Satsu's Discord. Is Nuts here?
Yeah, she just put up the link for the channel.
Oh, yeah, there she did it.
Send them the Discord link, Knights, if you can, please.
Nuts.
Knights.
Guys, we are just about done here. I want to say, Weibo, thank you so much for joining us. I love you. You're awesome.
I love you too, Monkey. Mwah.
Aww.
Chat, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget, right after this, over on 2 Cents Plus, me and Satsu will be playing 7 Days to Die with anybody who wants to join us. If you join Satsu's Discord server, excuse me, you can talk with us. I will put the information to join in my Discord server as well, but we will not be in there. So make sure you get Satsu's Discord. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. You guys are amazing. I can't believe you watch us every night, even when I'm 20 minutes late. And I do apologize for that, guys. Rough day, no real excuse. Just I fell asleep. Scribe, Satsu, a pleasure as always. Weibo, thank you for joining us. Everyone, your life makes me sad, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, God.
At this point, I'm just messing with you guys to see if you think it's me fucking around or just it won't turn off.